Hey guys, what is up? I hope everybody has been having a great day. Happy to be back with another golf vlog, this time playing the back 9 at Poolesville Golf Club. And it's the 9 I started on, so figured that would be good to have a chronological order of the round. If you guys could do me a favor and smash the like button, that would mean a lot to me, as that helps this video get out to more people, which allows me to entertain as many people as possible, which I think is a great thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed kind of, I guess, a return to the more retro style golf vlogs. Now, to be clear, I'm going to be doing both. So I'm going to be doing the regular golf vlogs where I talk into the camera as I'm playing, and I'll also be doing this style as well. And, I think 9 holes videos are going to be good because it allows me to produce more content for you guys. And don't worry, I will still be doing for every 10,000 subscribers an 18-hole special. I think this will be really good because it really allows me to make sure that, those videos stand out and, that you guys really enjoy them. With that being said, we are close to 150,000 subscribers, which is an awesome milestone. I'm really appreciative of you guys for helping us get there. And I have an awesome course in mind. And so once we hit that threshold, I will be sure to drop that video for you guys. And I really hope you enjoy it. So that being said, let's hop into the video. So you guys just saw me make an absolute mess of that first hole. And this tee shot here was so much worse than the shot tracer makes it look. I literally could not get it to follow it the right way. It was a snap hook that went about 200 yards, and it was just a really bad swing on my part. And it's definitely tough sometimes to come right out of the gates and play well, because you're trying to get used to the golf course, especially if it's your first time seeing it. Now, Poolesville Golf Club, I played this course once in my life when I was 10 years old, so not exactly super familiar, but that's why practice rounds are so important, and all that good stuff. And this is a problem I've been having a lot lately, which is overshooting greens from less than full wedges, because I just, for some reason, have trouble kind of hitting the right trajectory and the right speed on the club, which causes the ball to overshoot a little bit. So, I'm still working on that a lot, but it's always good to have something to work on in the golf game for sure. So we do roll that in, fortunately, so we don't go bogey to start, which is at least something to hang the hat on. And again, something I kind of always want to talk to you guys about is you got to be always looking for positives, because golf will give you plenty of negatives. And if you focus on the negatives too much, it's just going to beat the absolute crap out of you. And I find golf emulates life in that way, where you can choose to be positive about your situation, or you can choose to be negative about your situation. And I've always found that results typically follow where attention flows. So if you focus on negative things tend to happen. If you focus on positive things tend to happen. And you guys probably instinctively know this, because think about when you stand on, I can't think of a better example than hole 17 at TPC Sawgrass. That is probably, if you take away the water, I would really love to see, and there's no way to truly test this, I guess, but I would love to see what would happen if you could somehow take away the water for 4 rounds of the Players' Championship and just see what the scoring average is compared to actually a better way to do it is how many people hit the green. So I would love to see what the green regulation percentage is when you have no water around the green versus water around the green. Because with the green being the same size, I would bet that the green regulation percentage is much lower when you have water, because it's a negative thing. And so it makes it a lot easier to get it in your head. So a simple way I found that helps is if you have a lot of trouble and you have trees behind the green or behind your target, what you can do is you can actually look at the tips of the trees and the direction that you want to hit. That way you don't see the trouble around the green, and I've always found that helps out a lot. So if you're in that situation, just try to find a different target. It can be something a little bit in front of your ball, like 6 inches in front of your ball that is on your line. Really, anything that gets you comfortable and thinking about success and positivity is something you want to do. I've always found that the best golfers, they're hitting towards something. They're never hitting away from something. And I think that's definitely something worth emulating. So, kind of a few ho-hum holes there. On hole 14, 372 yards, and a little bit of a dog leg left. So 3 iron, a little bit of a fade, and that's what I'm trying to work with here. I'm trying to hit a more consistent fade. The last couple months I've been hitting my shots pretty straight, but I think it's going to be important going forward as I get more into my season this October, November, and December. It'd be very important for me to have a consistent shape in which I can move the ball. So that's something that's definitely on my mind, and it's on the agenda to add to my game. Because basically I'm filming a ton of content and producing a ton of content, and my goal is I want you guys to have content consistently, but at the same time I also need to find time to groove my game, because if I want to be competitive in pro golf, you simply have to make it a priority. So it's definitely hard, and that's why I have a lot of respect for guys like the Brian Bros who can shoot these unbelievable scores and still balance having a YouTube channel. That's something I'm still trying to put together, but I think I will at some point. And I think it'll be rather soon. So I am starting to play decent golf more often. And here's a little insight into what I like to do while I'm filming to kind of work on my game. And it's something you guys can do as well. Obviously, if you're not holding people back, behind you or something like that. This is something anybody can do when they're out playing golf. You'd be shocked at how much better your short game can get if you just play different golf courses and maybe hit, 5 to 7 minutes of chip shots, on different greens, because you could have a chipping green at home, on your home course, but the problem is it's the same green over and over. You're not gonna be able to practice the sheer amount of shots you're gonna have in golf just on one green. So if you practice at all 18 greens, you're gonna have a lot more variety. And so whenever I've actually started doing this about a month ago, and it's kind of become a pretty good habit, and it really helps me kind of kill two birds with one stone, is that when I'm filming, especially if I have some room behind me, I will take about 3 to 5 minutes around each green, hit 10 to 15 shots, and really just try to hit as many as inside 3 feet. And I kind of keep it running total throughout the day of how many, and I try to get to 50 shots inside of 3 feet throughout the round, and I just as a bit of a goal. And I found that really can make a difference when it comes to, just improving your short game, because you get used to different grasses and, just different kind of obstacles and situations. So, hit a good tee shot here, just barely got it past that last tree. You can see my stance is a little bit open on my rough shots, and I like to do that because it helps encourage a more out and cutting across club path, which can really help with your shots when you got high grass around the ball. And as you can see, it was a really good shot there, almost flew it in the hole, and pretty cool little panorama of Poolesville. It's a very underrated course. I think if you guys are up in northwest Maryland near Fredericksburg, I would definitely check it out. It was a really, really enjoyable course to play, and have a little left to righter, and this was absolutely beautiful. If I can play more holes like that, that would be ideal. So got it back to even on hole 16, 374 yards, and I made a bit of a mistake here and I kind of got lucky. So I didn't really know what was going on this hole. So I saw the water, but I didn't think it came in this much. I thought I was okay there. I thought, all right, I'm probably gonna be in the rough, but it actually flew into some mud. And there's a local rule here, because there's a lake that's pretty much dried up, and if you fly into it, you're pretty much guaranteed to have an embedded ball, so you're allowed to take relief, and which I definitely benefited from. And so I'm sure that was a pond in former years. So this was definitely still a really tough shot, because the ground was so compact, and it really was a hard shot to be comfortable over. And again, overshot this one, landed on the back fringe, and went long of the green. And I'm sure you guys can see a pattern there where I'm really struggling with my distance control so far. And was a little soft on this chip shot here, kind of let the blade open up a little too much, but it did chase out there pretty nicely. And so a pretty ho-hum shot. Definitely not a great shot, but can't hit them all good. And this one I thought was going in. Just another annoying miss, but that is definitely not something that's fun, and I'm sure you guys can relate. Making a bogey right after a birdie, that ain't fun. So now on hole 17, 182, bit of a headwind, so I'm hitting an 8-iron here, and this is another shot I'm really trying to develop. A 3/4 shot with a bit of a fade, and it didn't go well on this try. I hated that shot. Just a very weak slice, club just completely slid under the ball. It got a really firm bounce too, so had a bit of a really tough bump and run here, kind of, pretty tough to judge. But I hit probably one of my best shots of the day. Really skipped up nicely. It skipped up about as good and as predictable as I could have asked for, since I landed it in the rough. So that was really good. And pretty cool here is I think those were turkeys. I don't think they were turkey vultures. I think they were actually turkeys, and I don't know if you guys can see in that lower grass. There's actually babies in that family, which is kind of crazy. So, but I rolled it in for par. Bit of cleanup duty there. So now on hole 18, last hole of the video, and let me know if you guys. I mean, because I polled some of you guys a couple days ago, and a lot of people said they didn't mind the 9-hole videos, especially if that came with an increased upload schedule. So the plan is I think I'll be able to upload 4 times a week at least, and I really want to focus on that, because it's important to me to keep you guys entertained and have steady content flowing out. So that's going to be my goal, as well as improving my game. Those are kind of my 2 missions right now. So hit a pretty good tee shot, got about 145 left, and pulled this one a bit left, but had some pretty good distance control on it, and I think it was on the front left part of the green here. So, not my best shot, but at least I have a putt for birdie. And this was about a 40-footer. I completely misjudged this putt, like absolutely completely. From my angle, this looked like it was uphill, but it just goes to show you really need to remember what you saw from behind the hole, because from this angle, I'm going to look like an absolute idiot with this putt, because this ball, oh my God. Yeah, that was about as bad as it gets. That's just I don't have any words for that. That's just when you completely ignore the read on one side of the hole. And you guys can see now that we're on the back side how much that falls away. So have a putt here to shoot a 37 on my first 9 of the day. And yeah, literally a rotation short from going in. I was actually waiting for that to try to fall in, but I'll tap that in for a 38. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this return to some older style videos. I will definitely keep doing them like this, as well as the new style vlogs. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.